What's up, Bulls Nation? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing the Chicago Bulls and their game against the Indiana Pacers, in which the Chicago Bulls broke Indiana Pacers' undefeated streak and ended up picking up a big win away from home. And this might have been our best performance of the season. Now, was it perfect? Nowhere near. Was the offense still miserable to watch? Up until the fourth quarter, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say yes, our offense was miserable to watch. But when all things are said and done, this was our best performance of the season, and there were a lot of positives that I actually want to talk about in this video. Before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and comment down below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls game today, your player of the game, your thoughts and opinions on how the game went. We won this game 112 to 105, a big win away from home. The Pacers and the Bulls always have close games, always competitive, always find a way to bring some entertainment value to the game. But in hindsight, both teams kind of struggled as well, in all fairness. I think both teams kind of didn't necessarily do great things on the offensive end. Again, you look at the big three for the Chicago Bulls. Yes, they all scored over 20 points in this game, which is a very rare sight. And normally that does result in a win for the Chicago Bulls, which it did today. But DeMar and Zach were both highly inefficient in this game. And it brought some really upsetting offense to the game. I think our offense, what went wrong with it today, even though we scored 112 points, which is the highest we've scored all season, I just felt like it was a lot of pick and rolls. A lot. Way too many pick and rolls for the Chicago Bulls. And the Pacers may not have been able to handle that very well. But if you find a team out there that's very good at pick and roll defense, that game does not get won. So in hindsight, yes, we picked up a great win, but I would like to see the Bulls diversify their offense more than just pick and rolls. The ball movement wasn't a big priority today for the Bulls. It really wasn't. And at the end of the day, I don't think you'd win that game most times, but we won today. So I will take it. And I loved the defensive work the Chicago Bulls did. That is where I truly think the game was won, because I think we took the Indiana Pacers' best attribute away from them in this game. And that is their pace. That's their transition. That's their fast break opportunities. That's their ability to run. We took the best side of the Pacers. We took their best attribute out of their game. The Pacers had the best assist to turnover ratio in the league coming into this game. They have bunches and bunches of turnovers in this game. The Pacers were one of the fastest teams in the league coming into this game, and we took away the pace of the Indiana Pacers. And they still made it close. You got to give respect to them. They did make it a competitive fight throughout the game, despite the struggles both teams had. But I'm proud of the Bulls' defensive work more than anything. The offense still needs work. The offense still needs efficiency work. It still needs more people to step up. That's fine. You can't expect the Bulls to score 124 points every single game. I'd like to see them get there eventually, score 120 points a game, and, really bolster up that offense and get more people balanced and involved. Maybe that can happen in the future. But in today's game, I'm very proud of the Bulls' defensive work. I think that is the best defensive game I've seen the Bulls play, and I don't even think it's that close. In all honesty, I thought our defensive work was very close to last season's Chicago Bulls. That's how good it was. Guys like Caruso, guys like, obviously, even a Kobe White, a Torrey Craig. These guys got battered and bruised in this game, but they brought everything to the table. Even guys like Vucevic with his offensive and defensive rebounding abilities. Drummond coming off the bench doing a good defensive job. So many guys did really well defensively today. And again, it was a team-orientated defense that took away the pace of the Indiana Pacers. So again, we did what two teams before them could not do, and that's take away their run. And that is something I'm very proud of, and I give full respect to the Chicago Bulls for doing that. And again, I like this. That's what I will take away from this game more than the offense. The offense still needs work. I don't want them to just say, yep, the offense is fine now, we scored 112 points. No, we got a lot of free throws, which put us to 112 points. Other than that, we were not good offensively. I would arguably say our offense has basically been the same all season. Very isolation heavy, very pick and roll heavy, not a lot of off-ball movement. I think maybe we saw 3 off-ball cuts in today's game. One of them was from Patrick Williams, which is incredible. But again, there needs to be more improvement offensively. But defensively, spot on. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the defensive performance heavily. That's really all I got to say about the game, in all honesty. Some people called this a boring game when I did the watch along, that it was a very boring game to watch. I understand it from the point that the offense was boring, but I like the back and forth competitive spirit. I like the back and forth fight in the game. And of course, when the Bulls win, can you really call that boring? Maybe you can, but I'll take that. I'll take a boring win over a frustrating loss any day of the week. So, big win for the Chicago Bulls away from home against a good opposition. Let's wait and see what ends up happening. I am going to turn into the must improve and the player of the game this time out. I don't really know who to give the must improve to. I'm just going to quickly look at the stats here to kind of see how things truly went for the Chicago Bulls and who should be in that category. I'm not going to lie, I don't see many people that should be in there. I think the game was very well balanced. DeMar, Zach, Vuce all got 20 plus points. Kobe White had 7 points and 3 assists. You could consider him in the must improve category, I guess. Pat has 9 points, not really too shabby. Caruso with 8, Torrey Craig with 5. Javon Carter, big step up from him. I want to give a shout out to him today. Very, very good shooting. And that was kind of his breakout game because there wasn't many good games from Javon Carter before this. You're probably going to see a couple of good games after this, hopefully. Hopefully that breakout game is exactly what he needed. I'm going to leave the must improve. I don't really think anybody truly had a miserable game today. My player of the game is Nikola Vucevic. Again, phenomenal offensive rebounding in my eyes from him. A lot of tip-ins that went in. Did really good work in the pick and rolls. Got easy points in the paint. Used that paint effectively. The post hooks and the pick and roll into the paint. Everything was just spot on from Vucevic today. He got to the foul line a whole bunch as well. Brilliant. Took advantage of mismatches. Good. Really, really good stuff from Nikola Vucevic. It's something I'd like to see more often. And that's probably the more positive thing you can take away from the offense is that we did use Vucevic a lot more in this game than we normally did. And we did win the game because of it. So, great stuff all the way around. My only big complaint, and this is not necessarily a complaint about this game, if Vucevic can have this type of game against a rim-protecting, really good defensive center in Miles Turner. We all see he's a solid center. He had a couple of good blocks today in this game. He did really, really well, right? If Vucevic can have that type of game against Miles Turner, I don't understand why he can't have this type of game against 80% of the league out there, where the defense is not as good from those guys compared to a Miles Turner. So, again, it's the inconsistencies of the Chicago Bulls. We got to figure that out. But until then, I'm going to end this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. I will see you in the next game watch-along, if you're going to watch that. If not, I'll see you in the next video, whatever the case may be. Thank you all for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next Chicago Bulls related video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.